Hello fellow Stitchers, I'm back. It's been a while since I've done a video, so I figured it was about time to do a video. In this video, I have one finish, or what I call done enough, some whips, and a small haul slash stash that is stuff I recently acquired that I'm most excited about, that I probably will be starting here soon, in the near future. But I have more. Maybe I'll do a video of it later. I'll start off with my done enough. I stitched up. I can only please one person per day. Today's not your day. Tomorrow's not looking good either. That is what it looks like. The reason why I call it done enough is there's supposed to be back stitching done around the box, these colored blocks, but I decided I liked it the way it was and I didn't want to do the back stitching on it, so I didn't do the back stitching. I did end up starting the two whips, or the two projects that I mentioned in my last video. The What's This? Heaven and Earth. This is my first hay that I have started. So that's kind of exciting, and it's my first time dealing with Krennic, which, yeah, it's Krennic. I don't know much more to say about that. Not really enjoying it, but the effect is kind of nice. Still trying to figure out how to get it to work how I want it to work. This here is my progress on it. As you can see, not a whole lot done. But not too bad of a start. I did start it when the stitch along, like the day after the stitch along started. I worked on it, did very, very little of it, like just a little bit of the corner right here, because I started trying to do it in a 10 by 10 block, and got completely frustrated with it, and was like, this is not working out for me, so I threw it aside and didn't work on it. Some of the problem, I didn't have very good lighting either, so I ended up buying an Ot light, which does so great. But then after that, I figured I'm just going to do it my way, because I've seen people where they do like the 10 to 10 blocks of these columns, and I'm like, no, I'm just going to do it big chunks of the same color, and that seems to be working, and I feel like I'm making more progress on it that way than I was the other way. The other one that I mentioned in my last video was the Super Mario Brother one, which is right here. Didn't get very far on this one either. I have gotten this little bit of a corner done, and that's it. I worked on it for maybe a day, 2 days, and then stopped doing it, and I haven't worked on it since. So I really should pick it back up and show this one some love. But I've been kind of enjoying working on the What's This one, so that's why I haven't picked this one up lately. My third one is what I am classified as my October whip, that my plan is to only work on this in the month of October. It's Halloween themed. I like the pattern. It's mainly what I worked on in the month of October. It is the Peanuts Happy Halloween. It is a kit. This one's been giving me frustrations. One of the big things that I came across after relooking and starting it is they have Lucy in a yellow dress. Lucy does not wear a yellow dress. She wears a blue dress. And they have Charlie Brown in a blue shirt. He doesn't wear blue, he wears yellow. So I don't know who did that, but someone did that, and that was the first frustration. Here is my progress on it. I did change her dress to blue like it's supposed to be, and I've done back stitching, and I'm fairly happy with it. Another problem I came across is when I started doing the back stitching, I must have messed up somewhere with the hands, and I was trying to figure out how to get them to look like hands, because she is leaning up on the pumpkin. as you can see here. So did that, and I kind of got frustrated, so I was like, okay, I'll move on to another part. Then I was going to start working on the pelican, so maybe I could figure out the hand. And then I was looking at Linus. And Linus's head is just very misshapen, as you can maybe see. And that was just really bugging me. So I was looking at that, trying to figure out how to fix, or try to fix, to make it look better. Yeah, that just took too much of my energy to try to figure that out. I just completely was like, okay, threw my hands up in the air, I'm done with this, no more. Washed my hands, threw it into its little baggie for storage, and that's where it's been since, I think, the 30th of October. I didn't even work on this on Halloween, of all things. But I still like the pattern. I'm still going to do it, but I'm not going to work on it again until October of next year. So away she goes, or it goes, not to the light of day again until next October. My next is my little bit of a stash that I'm more excited about doing and showing. I found this kit at the local thrift store, or Value Village. When I first got it, it had a big sticker over this part, and I couldn't really see what the pad was. And anytime I find kits, I usually pick them up from the thrift store, and either A, I will maybe do it sometime, or B, I resell on eBay. I figure I'd let someone else enjoy doing the kit. I didn't realize really what the picture of this one was until I took the sticker off. And then after that, I realized I really like this one. And I think I want to keep it for myself. So I'm keeping it. My other two ones that are kits that I'm excited about, I gotten some Bobby threads. I've not done any kits by Bobby threads yet. Bothy threads, sorry. I got the Alice in Wonderland. It's all just basically black, but I really like the fabric, and it is a 14 count Aida. So I'm kind of excited about that. I'm like, oh, that's cool. I've never done something fancy Aida, or fancy fabric-wise. So I was excited about that. Kind of can't wait to start it, but I'm putting it off because I have other ones I should really be working on, and it's almost getting close to December. And I have another whip that I've started many moons ago that I think I'm going to make it my December only whip, and I should be starting that here soon. Yeah. And the other one is Mad Hatter's Tea Party. I thought they kind of looked like the same, like a part of a set. They actually are part of a collection called Fairy Tales, where they have done many different fairy tales, but I don't know. Lately, I've just had this whole Alice in Wonderland thing going on, and I read the book. The book was okay. I really love Alice in Wonderland. The movie done that, the guy who did Nightmare Before Christmas, I cannot think of the guy's name, but I really enjoyed that movie, and that's kind of, I think, what started me with this whole Alice in Wonderland kit. Then I got in a few patterns. I picked up after they borrowed it. This is what it looks like. Sorry, it's such a small little thing. This is how they sent it to me. But it's of a cat with a bottle of wine, or Afsy or whatever. Really like this one. I have kitted it up for the main part, except for fabric, because of the size that I'm wanting to do it in. I want to do it on 28 count, even weave. Give it a try. I've never really worked with even weave. And the size that I needed is 22 inches wide or 27 inches high. And I've been having a little problem trying to find fabric for it that's not outrageously expensive. Because the stores around town don't carry it, because I really don't have a local nail shop. I have Michael's, I have Joann's fabric, and that's about it. Another one that I picked up is Merlin and Arthur. I got this off of Stash Unload on Facebook. I saw this. It's a Heaven and Earth design, and I fell in love. I love wizards and fantasy stuff, and I'm like, oh, I have to have it, and it cost me, I think, $10. And I'm like, that's not a bad deal for Heaven and Earth. This one I have also started to kit up. I have the majority of the thread. I'm missing maybe 2 or 3 colors because the store was out of them at the time. And also I'm missing the fabric because I can't find a big enough piece of fabric at Michael's or Joann's. And then my last thing that I also got this off of Stash Unload. I was very excited. I'm thinking about making it my own personal stitch along for monthly month. The only problem is when I first saw these, I was a little hesitant about getting them because they were $5 each, and 12 times 5 gets a little spendy. I haven't purchased any threads on, and because I waited, I ended up missing out on March, or the March I wanted. They had 2 different Marches up. I didn't care for the second March. I wanted the one that said St. Patty Kitty, and someone was able to grab it before I could. But I was able to get at least 11 out of the 12 that I liked. I got the January one, the February, the April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. Missing March. So if any of you lovely viewers happen to have March, and it's called St. Patty's Cat, and you're willing to get rid of it, please contact me. I really want that one for my project that I am going to start in January. I'm going to make it all onto one piece and do it as a monthly stitch, where each month I do that month's square of cat, or cat, whatever. But anyways, but yes, so I haven't purchased any of the thread or the fabric for this. I think I found the fabric that I want to use. There's one that's a even weave and it has paws on it, and I thought that would be really cute to have these like very light paws in the background behind all of this, and it's white, so that's the plan with that. So I'm going to slowly start stitching it up, or kitting it up, and start it in January, and hopefully by then, before March hits, I'll be able to find the March that I'm wanting. If not, I guess I'll use March for catching up if I fall behind on it, which most likely I probably will. And then just skip March and finish doing it, and eventually, once I find the March that I want, put March on it. But we'll take it one day at a time with that one. But that is all I have for you for right now. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and happy stitching.